What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about everything we know so far about the Season 5 update for Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and today's the 4th of July, so hopefully anybody out there who is celebrating as a safe and exciting day with all of their families. I should be live here on the channel tomorrow afternoon with a new episode of the Bombshell podcast, and I got plenty of new Black Ops 6 videos also in the works for you guys that'll be coming out over the next couple of days. With that, we also got plenty of brand new article coverage over on dkdynamite.com for those that want to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty. Got a bit of an overhaul to the UI and a makeover to the overall look of the site that should be applied over the next couple of weeks. Got some really exciting plans for the rest of the summer, but with that, as far as the starting times do go for our 5th season of content, Season 5 should be starting on July 24th, unless there are some delays that we don't know about. So far, Modern Warfare 3 has been pretty solid and on track with each of the live seasons, so we should be seeing the beginning of our 5th season at about 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock Central, and 12 o'clock Eastern. That's going to be on the 24th of July. But as far as the file size and preload does go, we should see a preload at least on Battle.net and PlayStation around 24 to 36 hours before July 24th. And typically, according to the other seasons of Modern Warfare 3, Season 5 should be in the ballpark of like 20-ish to 30 gigabytes total. Now, I think as the seasons progress and as we get closer to the end of MW3 cycle, we could start seeing bigger updates than usual to shrink the overall size of COD HQ and for the launcher to start preparing for the Black Ops 6 integration in a few months, but maybe we won't have to experience that. We'll just have to wait and see. As far as the trailer and blog posts do go for Season 5, we should, and I mean we should be seeing some marketing for Season 5 on around July 17th. That's an exact week before the start of the new DLC, so around Wednesday the 17th, maybe even as late as the 18th, which is that Thursday, we could be seeing our official blog post and roadmap reveal. Obviously, Season 4 was marketed a bit differently just to account for all the hype and teasers for Black Ops 6, so they ended up marketing Season 4, I think, on a Monday, which was very unusual. It's never really been done before for the start of a new season, at least not in recent years, but we should be going back to a more traditional marketing schedule for Season 5. Speaking of Black Ops 6, if you guys are wondering, well, is anything going to be happening that's related to BO6 as Season 5 is getting marketed or while it's live? That's actually a great question because, funny enough, Season 5 Reloaded would actually be on August 21st if the current release date is to be believed for Season 5, which is July 24th. So if August 21st is Reloaded, that's exactly 1 week before the COD Next event, which is also when the beta is about to begin for BO6 multiplayer. So right now, things seem to be timed very perfectly, so I would not be surprised if throughout Season 5, you see more teasers added throughout Warzone, Channel 4 opens up on thetruthlies.com, or other things may happen to kind of build up some more hype and energy around Black Ops 6. So that is, I think, a reason to believe that Season 5 may be a bit of a smaller season than usual, just to account for the fact that Black Ops 6 momentum is about to get even crazier towards the end of August. But as far as the theme does go for Season 5, this will theoretically be the last normal looking season for Modern Warfare 3. I'm guessing that Season 6 is going to be themed all around the haunting, considering that Season 6 is going to start, towards like the middle-ish of September. It'll be the last season of MW3, but probably like MW2 last year, is themed all around Halloween, and is obviously starting much earlier than usual since Black Ops 6 does release before Halloween. So as far as the theme does go for Season 5, despite probably being a normal-ish season with a decent storyline going on, even if it's not one that takes place after the MW3 campaign, you may see some characters resurrected or something. Some data miners and leakers out there have suggested that it might have a Wasteland type theme. If that is the case, I wouldn't be shocked to see more of a Fallout collab throughout Season 5 to kind of build on what was already started with that bundle that came out not so long ago. Fortnite obviously had a pretty big Fallout crossover, so I'm sure COD fans out there are looking for something similar, maybe with some POI updates in Warzone, like an actual vault, some other bundles that maybe include power armor. Maybe that's going to be the case if there is another collab. If not, maybe they're misinterpreting what the actual theme of the season could be. But I know whatever they did find that was Wasteland related has to do with the Battle Pass, so we'll just have to wait and see what that could mean. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by LagoFast. If you're looking to get more kills and better lobbies, connect faster, and boost frames a second, then look no further than LagoFast. LagoFast works on all platforms and supports all Call of Duty titles. Players can already jump into bot lobbies in Modern Warfare 3, all while reducing their ping and boosting their FPS. The LagoFast app is mainly for PC gamers to solve high ping issues, but for players on console, the LagoFast box does have you covered. The LagoFast box plugs directly into your console, and then you boot up the LagoFast app on your phone to connect your console to the best server possible. But you can get 30% off your order when using my discount code that you can see on screen, and be sure to check out the special link down below in this video's description or the pinned comment, and thank you to LagoFast for sponsoring tonight's video. As far as multiplayer content does go, we should be expecting at least, I want to say, maybe 1 or 2 more original 6v6 maps. I'm already going to go out and say that Season 6 probably won't have any original maps, but instead we'll just have a bunch of map reskins for the Haunting. Could be mistaken on that one, but maybe at least 1 or 2 original maps here in Season 5. Maybe some more repurposed or reimagined spaces. I think it's pretty cool that over the last couple of seasons of MW3, multiplayer maps typically haven't leaked out, maybe a little bit towards Season 1, but after that, no maps have been leaked out, so it's been a nice surprise every time there's marketing, so that we all as a community come together and say, wow, we didn't really see that map coming for the upcoming season. So that's probably what's going to happen here with our 5th one. And as far as ground war or gunfight, these modes have not received support in several months and several seasons, so maybe we'll end up seeing a map or 2 added to each of those modes within Season 5. Data miner Bob Network UK did report over on Twitter that a bunch of new stuff was added, and he kind of compiled all of it into one tweet. It's kind of hard to make out what each of these things are, but there's obviously mutant abilities, which I believe are kind of tied to what is the current mutation mode over in multiplayer, as you're seeing gameplay of in the background. But there is something called a specialty combined vest, which I want to say could possibly be a specialist perk option, but for multiplayer. That's already in Warzone through a perk package, but what about a vest that allows you to have the specialist ability? That would be a pretty drastic update this late in MW3's life cycle, but honestly a welcome one. A bit of an overall, so to speak, to how kill streaks work if you want to go ahead and use a vest like this, which eliminates kill streaks and score streaks, but instead incorporates specialist abilities where you can get more perks as you get kills. That would actually be pretty crazy, so let's just wait and see if that's what that is referring to there. But there's obviously other weapons there mentioned in that tweet, which we're going to circle back to. As far as new modes do go for multiplayer, there is a new mode apparently called Warrior that was just in that Bob Network data mine tweet. Not sure what that could mean exactly, but there's even a mode that was leaked out by Reality UK, another known leaker, and the mode is called Tug of War. It sounds a bit like Kill Confirm, just with different rules, but as he wrote, denying kills is important to stop the enemy from stealing your points. Win by depleting the enemy score to 0. Grabbing dog tags will earn score for your team and steal score from the enemy. So I'm assuming you'll start in a match and you maybe have, I want to say 50 points on each team, and then as you collect enemy dog tags, that'll deplete that score from 50 all the way down to however many. And if you get that team score to 0, you'll win. So that sounds like a pretty cool mode that is a bit different, but just a variant to feel confirmed at the end of the day. As far as weaponry does go, there's actually a few weapons that are known, but there have been more aftermarket parts discovered over anything. But as far as base ranged weaponry goes, we know at least about the STG. This is a classic weapon that we of course saw in World War II 2017. I think it was actually in Advanced Warfare for a little bit, another COD from Sledgehammer, but we've seen the STG in a number of CODs now. It was recently in Vanguard a couple of years ago, so not really surprised they're bringing this one back. This actually leaked out several months ago, but wasn't for any season that's come out thus far, so it should be for Season 5. But for those wondering what's going on with the bow, or the compound bow I should say, apparently a new attachment was added for it just recently with the mid-Season 4 update, so this should be a weapon we end up seeing with Season 5. We also have a spear, which I'm assuming is going to be a melee weapon they end up adding in. They actually have a spear in COD Mobile, of course disconnected from the mainline COD series, but a spear has been seen in Call of Duty before. There have been variant melee weapons similar to a spear in games like BO3, so that should be something we end up seeing at some point in Season 5. A lot of fans have also been speculating what the new data mine weapons are, because they don't have names, but there's code names. Apparently there's an LMG that could be the RPL-20, or a battle rifle known as the AVS-36. Could be misinterpreted, but that's just a guess right now from some gun folks in the community who are trying to figure out what those weapons could be. Aftermarket parts were discovered for the CAT, the RPK, the RAL, and even the Morse. Now what's funny about the Morse one is that gameplay already surfaced of like the blunderbuss type attachment that'll be for the Morse. We thought that was for Season 4, but it wasn't. And there's also going to be a akimbo attachment for the Reclaimer 18, giving you that classic dual wield Spaz type feel here inside of MW3. So yeah, the Spaz 12 is back in its full glory, but we're gonna have to wait for the amp at some point in the next couple of weeks. But I think it's great that Modern Warfare 2 weapons are getting some more love throughout the live seasons of MW3 in the form of some conversion kits. But as far as operators go, as of now, there's not too much known about what operators could be coming, but I won't forget that Melina, a character from Campaign, was leaked out to be a playable operator quite some time ago, and with Season 5 likely being the final normal season of post-launch support, again, that's because Season 6 will probably be fully themed around the Haunting with like a full-fledged battle pass similar to the Spawn one. I'm guessing that Melina's last chance to release as an operator could be Season 5, but yeah, other than that, it's not really known who else could be added in. There could be other characters from Campaign that have already been killed that also get resurrected similar to Soap. If they're going to continue that clone type storyline going on that we just saw with our 4th season. Although that's not really confirmed, it's just kind of a theory. It does seem like they are pivoting more towards releasing whoever they want in the live seasons as operators, and they could even say that some of the events in that season take place before the campaign. I think that's kind of how they suggested that Soap is still alive right now. But I'm sure you guys are probably wondering what's going on with the rumored Deadpool crossover that everybody's been talking about over the last couple of days. I covered this in a video a few days ago, but as a quick recap, I'll leave the full video link down below. Some finishing moves did surface, which kind of mimic some of the behaviors and executions you would see Deadpool do, especially in the recent movies. Now, it would be perfect timing if we see a collab with Season 5. I mean, at least with the launch week of the 5th season, considering Deadpool x Wolverine movie comes out literally 2 days after that. Although that would be perfect, I think we still need more evidence to support that something like this could be happening, because right now it's just the finishing moves. Now, we also have a supposed collab with The Crow, which we thought was also for Season 4, but it hasn't happened. That could be releasing. And then there's also a list of other operators that could be dropping for Season 5. These are just code names, not real names of characters. I mean, they could be real names too, but there's Mochi, Caramel, Sapphire, Gelato, Ruby, Default Celebrity, so that's going to be a collab at some point, Gulag, Thorn, and even Fuel. Now, Thorn was actually a character in Modern Warfare 19, so that could be a character we just see brought back as a bundle, or someone within the Battle Pass, or just a free release at some point in our 5th season. Keep that in mind. There's also something that I talked about a little while ago, which I think could be possible, considering no other crossover has leaked out just yet for Modern Warfare 3. There could be a collab going on with WWE. The reason I say that, and as a little quick recap, I'll leave all the details down below, linked in the description, but as a quick recap, COD Mobile has been seen marketed a bit in the WWE ring, I think even around the stadium where the matches happen, and I know there were suspicious tweets going around from people that apparently know stuff about a collab going on for MW3. I put that tweet in one of my recent videos. Could just be a stretch, could just be a pure coincidence here and there isn't a collab coming, but that would be crazy to see WWE superstars possibly in Season 5. Just speculation as of right now though. But coming towards the end here, we have Zombies. We're going to be seeing the final act mission, cutscene, and Dark Ether Rift here in our 5th season. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing this Zombies update until Season 5 Reloaded, which won't be until the very end of August, and that's specifically going to be August 21st. Not sure where we're going to be in this Dark Ether Rift, probably another portion of Al Mazrah, who knows where. There's going to be an entity boss fight, which details also surfaced of as of a couple of days ago, so we're going to have to wait and see how everything's going to be structured, but it's probably going to be similar to previous seasons where you have an act mission, then you get some hints as to how to get back into that rift through Urzikstan, then you go back into the rift to possibly unlock some new schematics and face off against some other challenges to really conclude the MWZ lifecycle. It's also still possible we end up seeing that PvP mode that was leaked out for several months. That could be one of the last updates Modern Warfare 3 also gets, or that's being saved for, let's say, Season 6. Around the Haunting, they add in a PvP mode. That would be pretty cool to see as well. Who actually knows, but MWZ is for sure getting a pretty cool update here with our 5th season. When it comes to Warzone, what's crazy is not much is known really at all for Warzone Season 5. I would say we know the least about Warzone Season 5 than any previous Warzone season to date, so I'm guessing they could be adding in new challenges and Camo rewards, as you can see in the current menu in COD HQ. We'll probably see a refresh to all those challenges, new unlockables, and there was something leaked out from Bob Network a couple of weeks ago, something called Warzone Return Challenges. This should be something similar to those recruit missions that also got added very weirdly a couple of months ago, where new players who haven't really logged in too much or haven't played at all can see a bunch of new challenges that allows them to earn some free rewards, which encourages them to keep playing the game. These challenges likely won't be seen for regular players like you and me who play pretty actively, but instead players who haven't logged on in several months. But overall, with Warzone, we'll definitely expect some more POI updates across Urzikstan. I think Season 4 kind of kickstarted some really good support for our big map, and Urzikstan likely isn't getting vaulted in the next few months if rumors are to be believed. Maybe even POI updates for Rebirth, Fortune's Keep. Let's just wait and see what they're going to end up doing with our actual map layout. But then last but not least, we're going to be seeing seasonal prestige and new camo rewards. So apart from new camos you can get from all the new DLC weapons, we should be seeing the Prestige 3 weapon camo, which will likely require a couple 100,000 weapon XP on that weapon, and there'll be a prerequisite. You have to unlock the One Trick and the new Obsidian camos on that weapon first before being able to progress through the Season 5 Prestige 3 weapon camo. The level cap should be raised to about 1,050, and Prestiges 18, 19, 20, and 21 will also be added in for our 5th season. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on all the details we know so far about Season 5 for MW3 and Warzone? What are you looking forward to the most? Plus, which operators do you really want to see added in? I really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.